All right, so there is a problem. Well, we've been knowing this for a minute, ever since we got frame data in MKX. Because as we all know, in MK9 we did not have a frame. We didn't have a thing that tells us frame data, right? But in MKX and MK11, we had those opportunities to get frame data, see what's minus, see what's plus, so we can at least, try to punish some things or apply pressure on plus frames or know not to press a button after something that's like very negative or minus, I should say. And this does not help at all in MK11, right? So Frost has this move called um, Cryogenic Crown in a Frostbite variation. Let me turn reversals off real quick. Oh, okay, let's turn that off. And we're just gonna set him to block. Okay, block everything. And the move is called Cryogenic Crown. And as you can see at the bottom right, it says block advantage plus 74. Now let that sink in for a second. At plus 74, you can do anything. You know, anything. Okay, but let's um let's do a little bit of experiment here, okay? So we're gonna go to the corner, which is obviously where this variation shines, and because for the setup and what the case has to be, right? You set the you set the head down. The whole point is to scare your opponent to see what the next move gonna be, and you capitalize off that. I mean, that's the whole point of a setup character. This move is beautiful. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This move is beautiful for setups. You know, if your opponent jumps, hey, Frost has to down 3 to counter that. If he blocks the move, then hey, I'm apparently plus 74, right? And if it hits, well, if this hits, of course, then I get a full combo from it, right? So either way, you have to guess. Your opponent has to guess on what you're gonna do, right? Walk up, grab. If you block it, apply pressure. If you block it, if it hits, hey, I get a full-fledged combo. If you see it roll on the ground, will my opponent wake up? Will he jump? Will he roll? This is the whole point of a setup. You know, you bait out what your opponent is going to do, and you capitalize off that. But if I'm plus, let's set spawn back to block. Okay. So here's the thing. It says here that I am plus 74 on block. If you flawless block it, it is still plus 74. Meaning that if they block this, it is absolutely still my turn no matter what. Right? But let's see what happens when Spawn blocks it and he tries to do a down one after it, right? So I have a move which is back two, okay? It's a mid, it's decent range, but the startup is 19 frames, okay? If this move is plus 74, and if I use back two, this should, without a doubt, beat my opponent, right? 19 frames, plus 74. That's well more than enough to, well, obviously, try to punish my opponent for pressing a button, right? So let's see what happens. So we're gonna set spawn to reversal, okay? Meaning that every time he gets hit, he's gonna do a down one. Okay, back two, down one. So I'm gonna do my cryogenic crown. If it hits, as you can clearly see, he beats me out. Supposed to be plus 74 on that, right? I can't do anything. I'm gonna do a standing one. I'm gonna do standing one right after. What happens? He beats me. Now, I don't know if you're new to this or whatever the case has to be, but if your advantage, if of let's stand Frost standing one for example, okay. Let's say if this cryogenic crown was plus 17 on block, okay, and I did a standing one, that should jail, okay. If I'm plus 74, whenever this hits, this should jail. He should not be able to press any button whatsoever. If he pushes the button, he's getting dominated for what he did. So he has to pay for his consequences. But it's not plus 74. Okay, it's not plus 74, meaning that this frame data is very off, very much off. When I mean by off, I mean shave off at least 60 more frames, not even 60 to 70 frames, okay, because that is not plus 74 whatsoever. And it's kind of sad to say, because you know we all go by the numbers don't lie, right? Why are you pressing the button after you're plus 4? Why are you pressing the button after you're plus 5? And you know the numbers don't lie, okay? But in this case, they're telling all these stories and whatever the case got to be, and you're sitting here plus 74, but you're getting down one and counter hit every single time afterwards. Now there is a way to work around it, since Frost is a long range character. Of course, if you get hit by this, you stay right here doing this range, and if they press a button after it, well, you crack them for it. Okay, you make them pay the consequences for what they did. Okay. But it's just the fact that if you are plus 74, and you know, I understand that there's a lot of frame advantage, but come on now, if it's not plus 74, then it's not plus 74. Don't just throw it in there just because you know, just to throw it there, right? So to fix this problem, obviously we have to go by the old method that we did in MK9. I mean, even though we got frame data from a specific guy, but we always go by the jump method. What the jump method is that I would set, oh, excuse me, I would set the movement to jump. I'm sorry, not hop, jump. Okay, so what this will do is spawn is jumping, right? Spawn is jumping. Take off the reversals, take off everything. Okay, you don't need that. Just raw jump method. Okay. What this does is that whoever jumps first, you'll see who's plus. Okay, you'll well see who's plus. So again, Frost is standing 2-2. It's plus 5 on block. Let's see if that's true. Oh, he gets hit by it every time. Okay, so what we're gonna, let me fix this real quick. I'm not sure how we would fix this, but hold on, give me 1 second. Blocks all. I'm not. Okay, I tell you, we're just gonna use standing 3-3. As I said, this new update is bugging a lot, and it's not even correct. So we're gonna use just standing 3-3. It's plus 4 on block. Let's see if that's true, right? I jumped well before spawn to let you know that I have the frame advantage. Spawn is quite huge, so you know, just bear with me here, right? Just bear with me here. Spawn has a height on him, okay? But now let's see what happens whenever he blocks the cryogenic crown, which is supposedly plus 74, right? So when he lands, throw it down, and he blocks it, right? Oh, sorry about that. Hold on, let me get it right. I am not even close to being plus 74 at all. Not even close to being plus 74. As you can clearly see that as soon as the bomb explodes, I jump. Oh, I'm slipping there, but right? Nowhere near close to plus 74. If I was plus 74, I would jump at least 2 times before spawn can even jump. At least. We more like clearly you can see is pretty much neutral. Okay, almost neutral. Almost neutral. Okay, maybe plus 3 or 4 to be exact. If we want to go there, maybe by like at least plus 4, but plus 74, yeah, that's definitely over exaggerating. But this is another thing that MK11 needs to fix on, and so like to update the frame data, just at least give us a little insight on what the frame data can be, at least close to and not far off like this damn move is, and you know. To go by the phrase that numbers don't lie, you know, we can make up an excuse that that's a lie, right? For the proof that you are just showing here. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.